What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. So I'm up here at the shelter. It's been a little while since I've been able to get up here. Life has been super busy and it's just we've had a lot of rain, a lot of spring thunderstorms come through, so it's been a minute since I've been able to get up here. So today I came up here, brought some new gear with me, some stuff I want to show you guys, some piece that is going to be here permanently at the camp to make it a little more easy to cook and stuff like that when I'm up here. So I'll show you that in just a minute. So one thing you'll notice is I'm wearing, this is the Bushcraft Brotherhood by TA Outdoors. I'm a huge fan of Mike and his YouTube channel over at TA Outdoors. He does awesome shelter builds, amazing bushcrafter, and really cool guy. So I've been a fan of his for several years. He's been a big influence on my interest in shelters and just bushcraft in general. So I was finally able to get on and order some of his merchandise from his website, TA Outdoors. So I wore that up here today. Like I said, we're right here in spring weather. It's in the 70s today up here. Super comfortable out here in the woods. Not hot, not humid, just really comfortable weather for getting outside. So I really wanted to come up here today and show you guys some stuff. So one of the things I'm really excited to show you is this piece right here. If you've watched my channel for a little while, you know I'm a huge fan and love to use Condor knife and tool products. I have the Undertaker Bowie, which you've seen here on my Instagram. I have the Cloudburst pack axe, which I've brought out. It's on my channel here. It's also over on my Instagram as well. So I've been a huge fan of Condor for a while. Really like their products. The price range is affordable. It's, you know, their knives are not 50 bucks, but you know, I'm willing to pay over $100 for a good knife. When it starts getting into like $300, $400, $500, I love those knives, custom, whatever, but it's really not usually realistically my price range to go spend $500 on a knife. So Condor is a great balance of extremely well-made quality gear for prices that are fairly budget friendly. So I picked up this, just came in a few days ago. This is the Condor Aatrox. Comes with a Kydex sheath, leather belt loops here on the back, and the knife itself. It has a black coated blade. This is not a sharpened edge on top. It may look like it on the camera, but it is not. This is probably would be good, even better up here for striking a fire steel. It's not black coated on top, so you can strike a fire steel with it, but just a beast of a blade. I mean, this is the coolest knife I own to date. I have been so blown away by the craftsmanship and how beautiful this knife is. I'll try to list the specs down on the bottom. I haven't looked at them in a while, so I can't. I know the blade is like over 17 inches, if I remember correctly, all from tip to handle. It's like 17 inches long. I think I remember correctly. It's full tang, nice rivets, and it's got the two-tone scales. Very comfortable in the hand, has a really good grip on it. Has a little bit where you can somewhat kind of choke up here on it. It's got a little bit of a finger twirl right here where you can choke up for finer tasks, but just a monster of a blade. I'm going to be using this over the next few trips out here, kind of putting it to work, giving you my feedback on it, but just from my initial thoughts and impressions of it, it has been an incredible knife that I ordered. So I want to show you guys this because I like to share cool gear, and if I find a brand or a company that I like and they seem like they're really turning out good stuff, I like to pass that on and definitely recommend it on here, because I know there's a lot of stuff to wade through out there in the knife world. So, new knife, again, comes with this awesome sheath. Has the Condor, you can see it, Condor symbol stamped on it. Great fit, very secure. I mean, there's no slippage. I'm shaking it hard and it's not moving. So, great Kydex sheath. Highly recommend. I'll put a link down in the description box, and while I'm talking about that, I just want to let you guys know I am doing an affiliate program with Amazon. So if you see any of this gear that you're interested in, I will have the special links down in the description box. I'll put one in for that knife, I'll put one in for the Condor Bowie. If you're interested in any of this stuff, just click on my link down below to order it. It'll take you directly to the product, so you'll go to exactly what I'm talking about. And it will help me out in that I get a small commission from Amazon for these products if you use my link to go buy it. No pressure or anything. This is not going to turn into a sales channel. Affiliate marketing is just something I've wanted to try out. And if you guys I've had people give me a lot of feedback that they've bought items that I use after I've talked about them or something like that. So it would help me out if you're already interested in buying it, if you would just use that link. So those will be down in my description box moving forward. And I just see how this goes with the affiliate program. And like I said, as I get gear and recommend it and stuff that I use, if you're interested in it, I'll just go ahead and have those links down there and you can use it to purchase it. So the other thing I was talking about, I'll show you guys. Let me turn you around. So I brought this up to the shelter. Bought this a few days ago, and it is a grill and flat top for cooking over a campfire. The cool thing about it is obviously you can throw on burgers or hot dogs if you're camping or just coming to cook up over the fire. Easily get stuff up above the flames or over the coals and cook them that way. And then you've also got the flat top if you want to get more ambitious and do like pancakes or something like that, you have a flat top griddle on there as well. So it was a really cool piece. I picked it up. It was only about $25 at the store I picked it up at, plus a discount that I had. So even at full price, I would have been very happy for $25 to find one of those. It's very heavy duty. I carried it out here today. It's going to stay at camp. I'm going to put it on the shelter when I'm not here. It's black coated and it's super heavy duty, so I'm not worried about leaving it up here. It's going to be just a permanent fixture at the camp. It's definitely not a backpack cooktop or anything like that. It's definitely not light enough for a backpack. You would not want to be lugging that around. I bought it knowing that I was going to leave it at camp, so I didn't worry about the weight, but I would want a much more lightweight and smaller grill like that for backpacking. So that's another piece I brought up. And then, oh, let me show you this. So finally getting back into archery. I've been wanting to do this for quite a while now. I got into archery when I was in my teens, probably around 15 years old. I started shooting bows and loved it. I loved it as a teenager. And then as I got older and got busy with life and everything else going on, it's one of those things that just kind of got put on the back burner, and I always wanted to pick back up, but never got into. So I ordered this online. It's no name brand. I don't know. I'll show you the name that's on it. But mostly got it because it was like $80 for the bow. It came with the bow, the string, a stringer, and a little bag for it. So for a recurve bow, $80, pretty good price. It's got rubberized grip here on it, your recurve limbs that I believe are fiberglass laminated. I want to say it said maple online, if I remember correctly. But for $80, a great bow to get back into shooting. And as I get back into it more, I'm actually looking to get a PSE bow. So PSE Archery, they do a lot of great bows. They do recurves. The one I'm looking at getting is actually a longbow, which I used to shoot longbow. Probably the majority of my shooting when I was a teenager was fiberglass recurve and then longbow. So been wanting to pick this back up. So I've been up here today getting some shots in on it. This is the first time I used it. I've only had it for a few days, so today's the first day I got up here to shoot it. Very pleased with it so far. Awesome bow. It's 45-pound draw weight. I went 45 for a target bow that's not excessively heavy draw weight. I believe it's anything 50 pounds and heavier is classified as a hunting bow for any game in North America. So I got this at 45. It'll still do small game, and I mean, you could, if you're close, you could probably take a deer with it. You know, 15-20 yards. I wouldn't do more than that for trying to take a deer with this. If you wanted to hunt large game, I would definitely recommend like a 50-55 pound, which they have these. You can pick a variety of draw weights online of these. I'll also put a link to this down there if you guys are interested in it. But archery is something I've been wanting to get back into, and it's a skill that I really want to hone again. I've been out here shooting, and it's been so long since I've shot, and I can tell I've got a lot of work to do to dial accuracy back in. But there's just a couple things I want to show you. Like I told you at the beginning of the video, we've had a lot of rain. I'll show you down here. So probably heard me talk about it if you've watched the channel for very long, that I have a creek that runs here in front of the shelter if we have enough rainfall, and we definitely have. This is probably one of the most filled up times I've been out here to this creek. It's rarely this much running water, and as a matter of fact, back up the trail coming here to the shelter is even flooded. Up here coming down the hill behind the shelter is somewhat flooded because there's a drainage up here that feeds down into this, and it's coming down this hillside, feeds into the creek. This creek runs up, snakes its way back through the woods back here. Oh, another thing I'm excited about doing. So as I was talking about being a fan of TA Outdoors, if you've watched any of his stuff, you've seen the Viking house he did. That is one of my all-time favorite shelters that I have seen anybody build. I love the setup of his Viking house. So I am very much so kind of planning in my head doing a modified, like I'm not going to go as big as his is. If you go look at his channel and see his Viking house, I'm not going to go that large because I just don't have really anywhere that big a space that's good and flat. But I'm going to do some modified version of that. So this year my shelter build is going to kind of focus on doing one of those. I want to do some version of a Viking house like his build, like something very heavily influenced by that. So I think that's what the next major project is going to be. The lean-to is still as much as I showed you on whatever last video or update I did on it. It's still at that point. Like, I didn't take it down. It's not been torn down or anything like that. The lean-to is just something I will pick back up at some point in the future, possibly. It's a small build, and I don't know if I'm going to put a whole lot more time and effort into it. But if I do, it's still there. I can absolutely pick back up where I left off. But I really got kind of the bug in me the other day to look at doing a Viking house. I actually watched Mike's video on his time-lapse build of it, all the construction start to finish. So yeah, I think I'm really gonna look at going after doing that this year. Do a whole build out on it. I'll video and photograph it start to finish like I did with this shelter, and document building that. So that's pretty much what I'm looking at as probably my next bushcraft project, is finding a spot out here that's flat enough and it has the space that I can build some kind of version of that. So I'm gonna get some wood gathered up. We're gonna go ahead and do some bit of testing on this Condor knife. So just one second. All right, guys. So I have this here at camp. This is a piece that I had laying around for possible firewood or something like that here at the campsite. So really good diameter. I'm gonna go big on a piece because this is obviously a huge knife. It's gonna be a chopper, so look at that. That was just off of a couple hits, and it's already that far eaten into it. So there you go. I mean, this is a pretty, now it is wet and it's got some rot to it, but it's got some, I felt on the, especially as I was getting into the inner chops, like it's definitely still got some strength to it. And it's just made absolute easy use of it. So absolutely nothing to the blade, no curls, no chips, nothing there. Like I said, this is just a beast of a knife. And what's really nice is it's not heavy. It's very well balanced. Like it doesn't feel heavy in the hand. Like I have the Marine Raider Bowie. If you've watched on here for very long, I have the Ontario Marine Raider Bowie, and awesome knife, tank, but it feels heavy in the hand. It's a heavy knife, and this is so well balanced. Like it does not feel like, you don't feel a lot of wrist strain holding it. So another awesome feature of it, like I said, fits really well in the hand, very comfortable. Like I don't foresee really much in the way of hot spots on here, but absolutely just really solid knife. I haven't touched up the edge or anything since I got it, so I haven't done any kind of sharpening or anything like that on it. This is probably not the best piece of wood to try to feather stick, but you can see I'm able to get so yeah, you can do finer work on it. Again, it's a bigger knife, so doing really fine detail work is more difficult, but it is doable, and it's actually easier on this than I thought it would have been. As you can see, just able to do curl. So you can do curls with it. Great chopper. Like I said, I'm going to be bringing this up here. This is going to be a heavy use knife in my lineup. I had my eye on this one for a long time. I was finally able to get a hold of one. So this is going to be in the rotation quite a bit. This and the Undertaker are my two favorite knives, hands down. My other favorite is the SE6 my buddy sent me, and then the Marine Raider Bowie I've got. So yeah, this will definitely be, I'll definitely be bringing this up here more and showing you guys more of it. I think it's going to be about it for today's video. I'm going to probably go do some target practice for a little bit and wrap it up. But thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. I'll try to be getting that Viking house started soon. I need to scout out a location around here that I can start building at, and then start getting materials together, because it's going to need a fair amount of material to build. But appreciate you guys watching. Check me out on Instagram. I've got stuff that I've been up here today doing. It's going to be going up there. There will be a thing in my story showing off shooting the bow, so check that out. I've already shot that video and that'll be going up here probably tonight. So I guess that's about it. Hope you guys are staying safe out there. Everything's good at home. Haven't really had anything major going on. 2 boys are growing all the time. Our oldest is about to turn 2. I can't believe it. He's already about to be 2 years old. It feels like we just brought him home, and his baby brother is now over about 2.5 months old. So things moving quick, and they're both growing, both healthy. Everything's good there. I think my wife and I think we're going to be starting our own photography business. I've really gotten super into photography and a passion for it since I started shooting for Instagram last year, and I bought this camera that I'm shooting on right now, the Canon 80D, and I've been learning from professional photographers settings and you know, what to look for in setting up landscapes or different things. I think we're going to do like photography in our town, and so I'm really excited about that. I'm going to be building a website, and I'll link it if you guys are interested in checking it out. It'll have some of my landscape stuff on it and outdoor stuff like my Instagram does. But I think we're going to, here in the next couple weeks, we're going to go ahead and start taking on clients and doing that. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to be transitioning out of the job I'm in right now. It's just not been a great fit, and I'm wanting to do something more working for myself. And so we've been talking about doing this photography business the last couple days. It's been an idea in the back of my head for a while, and I brought it up to her, and she was very interested in doing it. So I think we're going to look more into that. Well, I hope you guys have a good one. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you guys from camp in the next one. Take care.